We talk about quality products, we talk about proof products, we talk about certified products, but it still comes down to one thing at the end, and that is, well, where's the price? Where is the outright crazy value, our middle initial, America's value channel? Well, tonight, this next item is the end of an era, the beginning of a new, and that crazy price point. Here we go. So the largest silver coin in circulation during the 1960s was the Franklin half dollar. And it started in 1948 and lasted till 1963. If it wasn't for the unfortunate events, President Kennedy's assassination in late 1963, and then the tribute or memorial coin in 1964, we probably would still have the Franklin half dollar as our coin of the realm. But the end of one chapter, the beginning of a new, and by the way, can you believe we've had the Kennedy half dollar for 60 years now? Yeah, blink. I remember it when it came out, being a paper boy during the 1960s. But this is not just 90% silver half dollars. We make P's and D's for circulation, right? That's the stuff we would have had in commerce. It's what I collected from the people that were on my route during the 60s. It's just part of the game, right? Part of the process. Silver was the name of the game. We didn't think anything of it, right? Now we want to save it. We want to collect it. We want to hang on to it. Then there's a third coin made every year, and that started in 1950. In 1950, the U.S. government said these proof quality coins, which is a method of manufacture, double-struck, highly polished dies that they made for dignitaries and or coin approvals, etc., now are being made available to the American public. And it's the number one seller every year with the U.S. Mint, period. Now we're talking 3/4 of a century later. Well, these earlier coins were part of what they call a polypack process. In 1968, when San Francisco took over striking proof sets, they went to that hard plastic lens. So the polypack is kind of where these coins came from, and it's why there are no 70s on any of these earlier issues. But proof, the method of manufacture, only comes from proof sets. So if you look at these, here are the numbers just for reference. Because I'm a numbers geek, I like following numbers. Helps explain rarity and value for a number of the topics we talk about. And in 1963, this year, we had 22.1 million P's, 67 million D's, right? So give or take 90 million Franklin half dollars in circulation. For collectors, the proof made in that polypack envelope, 3,075,000. Which is kind of average at this time in history. Then you go to 1964 and the first year of the Kennedy, and it's going to be a big one. Know why? Because everybody wants to have that tribute coin, legal tender tribute coin of the president. We loved it so much we continued the series. We didn't go back to Franklin in 65. They made 273 million P's and 156 million D's in 1964. So we're looking at over 400 million half dollars for circulation. It was one special event. But like the 63s, the 64 proof amounted to only 3.9 million, significantly smaller than everything else. Now all of these are 0.900 fine U.S. coin silver. All the proofs at this time in history were struck at the Philadelphia Mint. They look like this because that's the way they were made. They didn't make frosting part of the regular proof set coefficient until the 1980s. So a decade plus, couple decades plus after this. But this is the other part of the equation. We've learned a couple of things in the last decade, whether it's the U.S. Mint or other world mints, and that is low quantities matter, right? If there are 100 people that want it and we made only 50, demand is going to push it, right? And low quantities matter. So if you look at these 2 years, it comes down to what? What quality do I want? I want the rarer quality. I want the proof. Hand in hand, best quality and lowest mintage. But then Let's go back to the late 1980s. That is when NGC opened up their doors. We're going to be an independent third party. And now today they certify more coins than anybody else does on an annual basis. They are the big dog on campus. Over the last 40 years, understanding the universe is 3 million and 3.9 million on these two coins. There are only 52,460 and 72,035 known to exist. This nice. And that's 67, 68s, and 69s all added together. Again, neither of these 2 years does a 70 exist. My competition sells this coin in a capsule right out of the proof set for more money than we do right now. They're at $65 to $75 on that. Now, these are independently certified, making them some of the special coins known to exist. For the exact coin, in the exact holder you see on your screen, the Franklin, well, the Franklin, they're at $99.95. For the Kennedy, they're at $125. Kennedy is a little bit more popular. First year of issue, all the fun stuff that goes with it. Tonight, not 59 or 69, which is kind of where we have been over the last year. Find a deal, price it out. Tonight, this special deal. Look at that price. We're under $40 for 3/4 of a century old, give or take. 90% silver Philadelphia proofs in this high grade. There ain't nothing like it. Nothing like it. Guys, give me a 1-minute clock, please. Your choice means if you are a Kennedy fan, you don't have to be a Franklin fan. And if you are a Franklin fan, you don't have to be a Kennedy fan. You can take the one that's working for you. That's the way we make it. We don't make you buy everything to get the low price like a lot of our competitors. They are in stock, ready to go, so they'll be on their way tomorrow. The price? Well, the price is tonight. And that's the way we do things here on AVC. If you're with us tonight, this is the crazy opportunity. It kind of reminds me of, and you might remember this from a long time ago. I remember growing up with Kmart, right? We had one down the street where I grew up in Green Bay, and they had the blue light flashing special. And I remember always my mother talking to my aunts on, did you catch this special? Because if you were there, you got the deal. And they were crazy. Well, tonight, this is that deal when it comes to the coin market. It's the best of the Franklins. It's the best of the Kennedys. Proof quality, end of an era, beginning of a new. 67 certified. And we're talking $100 to $125 with my competitors. And we're at our lowest price we've ever been, $39.95. And that's why we call this segment the Daily Deal.